Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Hey, this is GatorX, and yeah, we're back with yet another deck. So glad to be here. Hopefully weekly, at least, maybe we'll try and get some more in there. But hey, look at this. Wiglet, check out the deck. Or sorry, Wugtrio, because you can't dug the Wug. This is the deck I'm having a lot of fun with. It was kind of a menace a while ago. However, things have kind of slowed down. This is the deck list, by the way. Some of the games that you're seeing, they might have me playing 2 potion instead of 2x speed. Do not do that. The 2x speed is ideal. So the entire deck revolves around Wugtrio EX. Some pretty standard things. You got your 2 mana fee for energy acceleration. Palkia is a great backup, especially partnered with his little buddy Manaphy. Wiglet is pretty basic, but it can be kind of fun. Spring Out for 1 energy. It does 30 damage to 1 random Pokemon, but the star of the show is Wugtrio EX, which for 3 water energy, pop out throughout, does 50 damage. Okay, 3. Oh, it's Dragonite, right? It's Dragonite, where it picks one of your Pokemon 3 times and it does 50 damage to it. So basically, it does 150 damage, but spread across the board in multiples of 50, if that makes sense. So, like I said, it is Dragonite. However, you have some advantages over Dragonite in that Wugtrio is only a stage 1 rather than a stage 2. You're partnered with some great energy acceleration engines like Manaphy. Also, it's water, so oh boy, you know what that means. Misty is there, and nowadays we can play Dawn for some really interesting things. So that's the deck. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of it. We're gonna dive into some games, and I'll see at the end of that. Oh boy, more Erica profile pictures. Oh, but I got tails, so we get to attach. Okay, good. Looks like they're not playing Grass Energy, and I got Palkia to start. I don't like it because Palkia is supposed to be the backup. And going against a Sudowoodo, that's really bad. That is really bad. But I got Professor's Research and a Pokeball. I think at the very I was gonna say we tagged the Sudowoodo for 30. I guess I'm okay. That's better. It's better than what I had before. There's the X speed. However, Palkia is still a bulky 2. Well, that's enough to start getting the Wiggly Boys going. I'm not even going to attack this Sudowoodo. I think I really just do that, right? Fish for the second X speed, maybe. And then we do that. As long as I don't attack this Sudowoodo, Palkia actually lives for a while. And it looks like it's Garchomp. 2 X speeds. It really is that easy. I'm going to evolve now, in case I run into INO again. And I'm just going to pass on that, actually. Because then next turn I just get it, right? They're going to deal a decent damage to Wugtrio when it comes out, but that's fine. That's at least the other upside of Palkia, is that it is a pretty good wall. So now we double X speed. And then just get the Palkia out of here. Come home! And there's a good chance I knock something out now. Definitely going to 2-shot everything here. Could see Garchomp come out, but the fact they didn't put any energy on any of the Gibbles at all makes me think that's the case. And very nice avoiding the Rocky Helmet Sudowoodo. Oh, there's Garchomp, okay. So it could come out, probably going to hit the Palkia. Or, okay, Sudowoodo has 2 retreat costs, that's right. 2 retreat. How much does this Garchomp hits for? It's for 100. So I definitely Irida. Oh, maybe I should have put an energy on Palkia. Just so I could heal it with Irida, but I'm not going to bench that Manaphy. Okay, I just 150 to the Garchomp. Okay, well, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. All of it on Garchomp. Let's go. Yeah, they concede. Yeah. Oh man. Nice. Ow, nice. So, here's the next one. Next battle. And, okay, I'm going first. I'm going first. And we got Professor Oak at least. A Wiglet versus the world with a bunch of supporters behind it. Okay. I think we can do it. I think maybe. That's kind of okay. That's kind of tough. That's kind of tough, especially since they're gonna attach turn 1. Research and a second Wiglet. No Misty in hand, man. Of all the supporters, I mean, I do play a lot of supporters actually in this deck, but of all the supporters I could start off with, and heck draw into, none of them being Misty. That hurts a lot. That's not good. Man, I feel like I'm having bad luck with this deck as of late. When normally, actually, I'm pretty, normally I'm pretty sick with it. Second Darkrai. Attach a Darkrai, deal 20 to Wiglet. And the Cape. Cape is going to make math weird. Cape is going to make math weird. The thing is oh, 2 Capes, gosh. The thing is with Wugtrio is that, like, sure, it deals 150 across the board, So, hypothetically, it could take care of big EX Pokemon, or not big EX, but, big basics like this, as long as it gets set up early on and earlier than them. There's a Pokeball, and then watch, this is going to get me Manaphy. And then now I have Manaphy. That is the big problem with the deck, is that, like, Manaphy just shows up whenever it wants to. I'm going to do this, and I am going to... I guess let's go ahead and start getting some damage around. To the one on the bench. I think genuinely what I do next turn is they're probably not going to make much more progress aside from attaching Dark Energy and dealing some more damage. I think really what I do is I retreat Wiglet, go into Manaphy, attach the energy to Manaphy, stick energy on both the Wiglet on the bench. Oh, please flip tails. Please flip tails. Oh, thank you. Okay. And then I have Dawn in hand. So hopefully next turn, simply draw into Wiglet. Okay, I'm going to hold this. I am going to do that. We're going to do this strat. We're going to do that. Attach to Manaphy. I could Cyrus right now. And kind of make sure Manaphy lives. Capture card froze. So we Cyrused out the one from the bench. Gonna retreat now. Oh. Oh, no, I already retreated. Okay. Oceanic. No, okay, now I got thrown off. The capture card got disconnected, and then I lost my object permanence. So now we hopefully keep them off of attacking, actually. There's Giratina, so they might just go for it as well. There's Leaf. Okay. Yeah, of course, it had to be Leaf. Makes sense. Now they can knock out Manaphy, but I could potentially get Wugtrio now. Goodbye Manaphy, but it does make things awkward now, because I really do need to make sure we live here. And Darkrai's all powered up, so that's of course not good. And look, I just drew the Wugtrio. Okay, simply draw it. I'll simply draw it. And I think too, I'll swap this because the only thing left in deck is either a big Wugtrio or Palkia. Either way is very nice. Palkia, I'll stick that on the bench just because. We'll get the manual attached to Wugtrio here. Get to Dawn this energy up. And then we can start swinging for 150. And, maybe if we're lucky, we can actually, over the course of 2 turns, get rid of not the Darkrai in front, but what would be really funny is if next turn I do 100 to the Darkrai and 50 to the Giratina. Unfortunately, going to take 20 from the energy attached there. I have Irida in hand. Be nice if I draw a potion. Would be nice if I draw a potion, though I don't think that gets me out of range. Oh, yeah, this hurts. This hurts. Manaphy. We Irida. There's honestly maybe a world where I retreat into Manaphy to attach more energy and let them take down Manaphy and then stall. Come in with a fresh Wugtrio? Maybe? No. No, hang on. And then what would I do? Put energy on the Wugtrio that I retreated. But stall? What, stall for... Well, but they're going to deal... See, they're dealing 100 every turn. Unless I draw another Irida next turn. But I think at this point I just full send it. And 100 to the Darkrai on the bench, 50 to Giratina. Oh, enough for the one on the bench, but not the active. I really needed to hit the one in the active. At least, you know, both times, basically. And so there, we just... Yep, the Darkrai Giratina deck is really kind of crazy. I think I also got to do a follow-up video on that one, too. But that was the game. Just unlucky. Unlucky. That's the thing, when you put... the Wugtrio is not a coin flip deck, but sometimes it feels like it. Sometimes it feels like it. Alright, time for yet another game. Let's see how this one goes. Heads. Wiglet, yeah. Yeah, that's the opening. That's the opening I expected. Giratina. There's a real possibility that I get set up before this Giratina can actually really even do anything. Drawing Manaphy's nice. Pokeball for the other Pokemon, very nice. They're not going to hit me. Unless, well, actually, no, they're not even playing Darkrai, it looks like. Based on the energy pool. So manual attach, Broken Space Bellow. Pass. Dawn in hand. Okay. So now X speed. Retreat to Manaphy. And then we can get some energy on these Wiggly boys, which is exactly what I want. And they don't get enough energy to Broken Space Bellow just yet. Actually perfectly ideal right here. They're clueless. They don't know that I have the Wugtrio in hand. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. And Misty for good measure. But we're gonna go with Dawn because Dawn is the safer one. Dawn. Evolve to Wugtrio. And then 150 damage randomly. Gee, I wonder where it's gonna go. I wonder where it's gonna go. Oh, yeah. Ooh, okay. Flawless. Absolutely flawless. I mean, it was a quick game. But in theory, it shows the theory. It shows the theory. Heads? Okay. They've got water also. I don't have a terrible hand. Oh! The mirror match! Oh man, the mirror match. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be really funny. Okay. And sadly too, I didn't even get a Wiglet. That hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. No Wiglet for me. No Manaphy for them, but actually Spring Out could be really dangerous. Tails? Nope. But still, one heads is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, especially if they have Wugtrio in hand. Actually, they probably really do have Wugtrio in hand, and then I just lose next turn. Give me a Wiglet right now. That's close. Give me a Wiglet now. Communications. Okay, 2 out of 3 chance of getting a Wiglet. There he is. Wugtrio is probably going to happen next turn, though. I don't like that at all. I just need to fingers crossed that they don't hit my Wiglet. Right? Fingers crossed my Wiglet doesn't get hit. And that I can flip a heads with my Misty. Maybe? Oh, all on the Manaphy. Actually, oh my gosh, actually, this is it. This is it. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, I got it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I won. I'm sorry. Manual attach. Evolve into my Wugtrio. And then here it is, the Spice. I'm not even going to try with Misty. The Spice. Man, I wonder where... Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Let's go. That wasn't even the Wugtrio I used. So we're back with the deck, and oh boy, oh wow, I love pain and suffering. So, in the recording that I did, now I got a lot of games that were just absolutely just the absolute wrong draws. So I guess we'll go into pros and cons and we'll discuss that. So the pros is that Wugtrio, like I said, hits pretty hard, 150 damage. It is spread out, so it's determined on the randomness of it, but 150 damage for only 3 energy is really, really nice. And sometimes it can all be concentrated onto one Pokemon, as we saw. Some of the other pros is, again, it just fits into water very well. Water is extremely established, so basically from now on out, any new water Pokemon that comes into the game is going to be able to be placed into this little machine in some way. Some of the pros are, yeah, definitely stage 1 Pokemon, so it can potentially get set up really fast. You have Palkia, you have access to Palkia, though I think I'm going to count that as water because, I think Palkia is a pretty good standard water backup Pokemon, if not the star of the show sometimes. It's always an option, that's the point. Let's see, other pros are that your opponent can't expect what your opponent doesn't know what to expect. You take your opponent by surprise, obviously, right? With the 3 Wugtrio just popping up wherever they want and attacking whatever they want. Your opponent can attempt to play around it, but, what are they going to do if their big EX Pokemon on the bench just takes 150 damage and gets knocked out of there before it even gets to come into the battle, right? Let's go over the cons. So, ooh boy, the cons are that things really need to work out. You really do need to go second to get your energy attachment. You really need Manaphy in front to properly accelerate that energy. You need Misty to flip heads. You need to not get a first tail coin flip, which is absolutely impossible for me. And you need things to work with Wugtrio. Sometimes Wugtrio just doesn't do what you want it to. Now, Wugtrio itself is not a coin flip Pokemon, but it kind of sort of might as well be, in the sense that it is random. Now, there's the upside of that, like, it's not like Wugtrio is going to do 0 damage with something like Marowak, but there's a chance it could do 0 damage to the Pokemon it needs to hit. There's a chance it could just do extra damage to a Pokemon it doesn't need to. Say your opponent's got 3 Pokemon with 50 HP left, Wugtrio could just decide, all right, let's put it all on one Pokemon and then leave the other 2. So there's that. So yeah, the con is that it's random, and the randomness does come down to the nature of the game as well, where you really need to determine, or you need like a good hand in order to determine the rest of your game and to get set up going. So, but every deck is like that. But otherwise, like, it gets going pretty quickly, as you might have seen. So let me know what you think in the comments below about this deck. I love Wugtrio. I think it's so cool. I think it's a really almost underappreciated Pokemon. I really liked Wiglet when it first came out, though I feel like I didn't show enough love to Wugtrio later on. And so now's the chance to do that while we are still technically in Generation 9. So if you'd like to see more videos, more deck showcase videos, and some other stuff, there was a solo mode recently I missed. I didn't get to do a video on. I was kind of busy, but now we're kind of back into the flow of content on this channel and every channel for that matter. So if you'd like to check out the main GatorX channel, GatorX Yu-Gi-Oh, and GatorX Ultra, which is the new anime channel, all that should be linked in the description. But anyway, if you enjoy this one, stick around. It's nice and fun here. Anyway, this GatorX, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all later.